out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To Elliott. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On second down, Elliott fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Schwartz completes it to Hearns. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
This is Howard on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Set. Blue, landed.
To throw, it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is Tavon Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll pitch it out to Elliott, and he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Schwartz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Schwartz looking left side and has got a man. That's Buchanan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Detroit!
On first down, Schwartz, throw left side complete. It's Buchanan, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll need a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Now, Barney!
They'll run it with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off, the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. Hey. Four down. Wide. Get wide. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch it now, Barney. Switch.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Austin. Oh, good footwork on the spin. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz caught left side, Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schwartz. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Schwartz. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punt team now, as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Has some space here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Looks to throw on 2nd down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he goes out right around the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue line it! Blue line!
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Bills have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Forced out to his left. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Allen now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Allen. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his target. That's more. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, Allen. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go.
On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Jones. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit. Let's go. Green.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watching that, Barney. Barney. Over.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A 20th carry here for Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Byron Jones, the free safety, able to get a hand on it and knock it away.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
To throw from his end zone. Schwartz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Buchanan. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the play.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Hurry up. Here we go. 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Schwartz, a dump off to Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.